You voted Democrat for what, over 20 years, 18 years?
From 18 to 42. Last year was my first time ever, yeah.
Last time. The first time doing Republican.
First time ever even thinking about it. I thought you was a coon if you voted Republican. So that's why I said
Didn't
I
we
understand
all?
that when you come from that
Isn't
side.
that what they teach
I
us?
thought like that my whole life. Yes, sir.
What policy hurt you from Democrats? And if so, what took you so long to vote Republican?
It's the evolution of learning, man. You know what I'm saying? But I understand the backwards thinking of our youth and why we think the dumbest stuff is the coolest stuff. And a lot of that is Democratic policies. But the 94 Crime Bill, hundreds of thousands of black people still punishing to this day over that one bill. The NAFTA bill. I had 2 or 3 jobs my whole life because I remember when my mom and dad got a divorce because Bill Clinton sent all those jobs to China. I remember how our family went from a big 3-4 bedroom house in Bartlett to separate, divorce. Both of them lost their job because it went overseas. So it's a lot of different policies. Now that I'm older, I can think back on it. But at the time and me coming up, I didn't know about no policies. That's why I said earlier, I just did it because as a black culture, we're programmed to vote Democrat.
That's what they tell us to do.
Earlier, that I didn't even know why I was voting. I just know, like, everything that you're saying, the Republicans, we against them, they hate us, they wouldn't allow, everything you just said, that's the way I grew up thinking, and that's why I was like, I'm voting Democrat, forget them, they gonna hang us, they gonna kill us, they gonna do everything that you can imagine that you can come up with. You know what, I've been voting this whole time. I didn't know I was voting for LGBT marriage my whole life.
Hello.
I didn't know I was voting for immigrants to overpopulate us our whole life. I didn't know I was voting for all this. I was just
they never told me that.
When I get older and I start realizing, like, hold on, I'm tripping. I can't vote for that.
Man, I appreciate that, brother. What's his name? Wizzo Talker, I guess, if that's him or whoever put it out, man, because he's kind of just being honest. He's being honest about what it is, man. We are taught and embedded from a young age that if you black, you vote Democrat. The Republicans are just white racists. That's it, right? So we grow up just like I did, knowing nothing about politics, really, and just going, I just know I'm voting Democrat because I'm black, and if you don't vote Democrat, then like you're racist, or that side is the racist side. But then now that I am older, like that man said, and you look back, because now that Trump's in office, he makes you figure everything out because he just says whatever's going on and tells you all the issues, and you look back and you go like, wait a minute, why are all these dang third worlders in our country? Yeah, immigration helped build America, but it's so funny when we talk about immigration. The immigration that helped build America wasn't people coming here getting on welfare, getting food stamps. These are people coming across a dangerous sea with nothing but like a box of rocks and some socks and having to get out and get it. That's what built America. Not Somalians coming here and stealing money. Not immigrants coming here and getting on welfare and food stamps. That's not how America became great. There was no welfare when you first became an immigrant in America. You had to get in here and get it on your own. I don't know, like you said, LGBTQ, all you black men that are still voting Democrat, is that what you thought? I know there's a lot of black homosexual men. I don't get it, but is that what you guys knew you were voting for? I remember when Obama was running, remember the black president, wasn't he the guy that said, no, marriage is between a man and a woman before God. That's what marriage is. And then as soon as he got in, he put a flag, a homo flag on top of the White House. Started threatening to take money away from schools if they wouldn't let transgender boys play in sports. Black man Obama, is that what we're voting for, guys? Is that what we've been voting for? And if it is, cool. Maybe that's what you're into. It's not what I know that's not what I was voting for. Then I wasn't voting as long as him. I'm only 35, but goodness gracious. That's not what I want. I have kids. That's not the kind of world I want them walking around in. My daughter's trying to find a job right now. I don't know where to take her. There's a bunch of people who don't speak English working at these daggone places where youthful Americans should work. Grocery stores, fast food places. Why are there a bunch of grown dudes that can't speak Spanish? I mean, excuse me, they definitely speak Spanish. They can't speak English, working the windows. No, that's a job for my 16-year-old to work when she gets out of school. And no, a lot of money shouldn't go into that job because that's a job for a small child to do as they're getting through school. So no, you shouldn't get paid $30 an hour to be a daggone cashier at McDonald's. What's wrong with you? And you there for years, work your way up, getting a manager, sure. But other than that, no, that job is for people like my daughter. Not all these people from the third world who are looking for a check. So I don't know. I don't get it. I do get it. I do know. I do get it. But like in 2026, I don't know. I don't get it. I understand why I was raised the way I was, why certain things were said to me, and it was different when I was growing up. But at the same time, I would hope anyone would understand now why I don't tell my kids anything like that. When I was growing up, I was told you got to work 10 times as hard because you black and you're black. No, I don't tell my kids that now. Back then, sure, maybe. Now, what I tell my kids is, hey, get the grades, work hard, be the best, period. It doesn't matter. But what? You think, no. No, their skin doesn't mean they need to work hard. They need to work harder because they want to be successful. That's it. There is no secret, oh, the black skin work. No. We work hard because we want success in our lives. That's the difference. As time goes, as generations go, families change, you get more information, you develop more. When I was growing up, my parents tried to tell me about credit. I didn't pay attention, didn't care, was very, very foolish. Now, I know. I've experienced it. I'm an adult now. Now my kids can talk to you about credit scores and how important they are. And how it'll mess up how much money they got to pay when they want to get their first house. Talk to them about credit scores all the time. Because I know better now. In the black community, you need to do the same thing. I hope you're talking about credit scores instead of blaming the white man. I hope you're making sure your kids are going to have good credit scores so when they go out to get their first home, they can beat the white man. Not because their skin is black or because his skin is white, but because they actually have a respectable credit score. But unfortunately, there are still plenty of us who live in racism, and I don't really know what folks to talk about without racism. Because then all you'd have to do is look in the mirror and actually look at your life and the decisions you made in life and hold yourself accountable to them. But it's a lot easier to just say everybody's racist is the evil racist white man, and that's why I'm in this position that I am in now.